Stop. Don't skip this, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you skills that can permanently change your income. Not temporarily, not maybe, permanently. Here's the bold promise. If you master just one of the 5 skills in this video, you can dramatically increase your earning potential within 12 months. Now let me hit you with something uncomfortable. Working harder will not make you rich. Pause. Let that sink in. Millions of Americans work 40, 50, 60 hours a week. Still stuck, still stressed, still waiting. So what's missing? It's not an effort. It's leverage. And leverage comes from skill. Here's the emotional truth most people avoid. You are not paid for how tired you are. You are paid for how valuable you are. That's it. And the marketplace is brutally honest. It doesn't care about your intentions. It rewards solutions. Now here's where most people get trapped. They chase job titles, they chase degrees, they chase safe. But high income doesn't follow safety. It follows value creation. Power statement. Your income grows in direct proportion to the problems you can solve and the value you can deliver. Read that again, because that sentence can change your financial future. In the United States, entire industries are undergoing significant shifts. Technology is moving fast. AI is accelerating everything. Some people are panicking. Others are positioning. The difference? Skill. And here's the part most people get wrong, and I'll explain why in a minute. They try to learn everything. Wrong move. The wealthy don't master 20 skills. They master one high leverage skill and stack it relentlessly. That's what this video is about. Not hype, not trends, not overnight shortcuts. 5 skills that have paid for decades. 5 skills that will still pay decades from now. And as we go through them, I want you to think, which one fits me? Which one can I commit to for the next year? Because the moment you decide, your trajectory changes. Most people will watch this. Feel motivated. Do nothing. Don't be like most people. Stay to the end. Because the vital skill multiplies every other one. And once you see it, you won't look at income the same way again. Let's begin. The rule of high income. Income is not about time. It's about value. If you get paid by the hour, your income is limited. If you get paid for results, your income expands. In the US, the marketplace rewards 4 people: revenue generators, problem solvers, decision makers, leaders. That's it. Not the most educated, not the most experienced, the most valuable. Here's the shift. Stop asking, what job should I get? Start asking, what problem can I solve better than anyone else? Because the bigger the problem, the bigger the paycheck. And now we start with skill number 5, high income sales. Let's start with something uncomfortable. If you cannot sell, you will always work for someone who can. Pause. That might sting, but it's true. Every dollar in business starts with a transaction. Someone makes a decision. Sales is the moment value turns into income. And here's what most people misunderstand. Sales is not manipulation. It's alignment. You find someone with a problem. You present a solution. You help them decide. That's it. Think about this. The top 1% in almost every industry understands persuasion. Not pressure, persuasion, because humans buy emotionally, then justify logically. If you understand fear, desire, status, security, convenience, you understand buying behavior, and buying behavior controls income. Now here's the opportunity in America right now. Companies struggle with one thing: consistent revenue. Marketing brings attention, but sales close the deal. If you can close, you become the profit center. Profit centers get protected. Recessions hit. Layoffs happen. Guess who stays? The person bringing in money. Now let's go deeper. Sales trains emotional control. You hear no over and over, and you don't collapse. You adjust, you refine, you improve your pitch. Rejection stops feeling personal. That builds internal strength. Confidence compounds. And here's the twist. The best salespeople don't talk the most. They ask the best questions. They diagnose before they prescribe. They listen more than they speak. That's power. Because when someone feels understood, they trust you. And trust speeds up decisions. Now imagine stacking this skill for 5 years. You can sell products, sell services, sell partnerships, sell ideas, sell investments, sell yourself. That's lifetime leverage. No degree required, no license needed, just skill and discipline. But what if you could control the attention before the sale even happens? That's where we go next. Now, my friends, let's talk about skill number 4. Here's a hard truth. Obscurity kills businesses. You can have the best product in the world. If nobody sees it, it doesn't matter. Attention is the gateway to income. And we live in the greatest attention economy in history. Billions of people scroll daily, search daily, watch daily, and every scroll is an opportunity. Now think bigger. Every dentist, every gym owner, every local contractor, every e-commerce brand, they all need leads, and most of them have no idea how to consistently generate them. That's the gap. And gaps create income. Digital marketing is not about posting randomly. It's a strategy. It's understanding human psychology, buying triggers, copywriting, data, testing. It's math mixed with emotion. Here's what makes this powerful. Results are measurable. You run a campaign. You track clicks. Conversions, cost per lead. You optimize, improve, scale. Now you're not guessing. You're engineering growth. And businesses pay very well for predictable growth. But here's what most beginners do wrong. They focus on going viral. Wrong target. Virality is ego. Conversion is income. 10,000 views mean nothing if nobody buys. 500 targeted viewers can build a business. Precision beats popularity. And here's another advantage. You can practice this yourself. Start a small page. Run small ads. Test offers. Learn by doing. You don't need permission. You need execution. And as AI tools improve targeting and automation, those who understand strategy will dominate. But even marketing relies on infrastructure, systems, automation, scalability. Skill 3, software and AI leverage. Let me ask you something. If you could do 10 hours of work in 2, what would that be worth? That's leverage. Software is leverage. AI is leveraged. Systems are leveraged. And leverage multiplies income. Businesses don't pay for effort. They pay for efficiency. If you can save a company time, you save them money. If you save them money, you become valuable fast. Now here's the secret. You don't need to build the next big app. You need to understand integration, how tools connect, CRM systems, automation platforms, data dashboards, workflow builders. Most companies are messy behind the scenes. Manual processes, redundant tasks, communication gaps. If you can walk in and say, I can streamline this, you become an asset. And assets get paid. AI adds another layer. Content generation, customer support bots, data analysis, forecasting. The people who learn to collaborate with AI move faster than teams twice their size, and speed wins. But here's the danger. Most people consume AI content. Few implement. The implementers gain an advantage. The observers fall behind. Technology does not eliminate opportunity. It shifts it. And every shift creates new leaders. But tech alone is not enough. If you cannot communicate your value, it stays invisible. Which brings us to the multiplier skill. Now, my friends, let's talk about skill number 2, high-level communication. Your income often reflects your clarity. If you speak uncertainly, people feel uncertain. If you speak with conviction, people lean in. Communication is influence. Influence shapes decisions. Decisions move money. Now here's something powerful. You can be technically skilled, but if you cannot explain your value, you get overlooked. Promotions go to those who articulate vision. Investments go to those who present clearly. Clients choose those who inspire trust. So what makes powerful communication? Certainty, concise delivery, emotional awareness, strong framing. It's not about being loud, it's about being precise. Here's a shift most people never learn. The person who controls the frame controls the conversation. If you negotiate salary and say, I hope this works, you lose leverage. If you say, based on the results I generate, this compensation aligns with market value. Different energy, different outcome. Now let's go deeper. Communication also means listening. Most people wait to speak. Leaders listen to understand. When people feel heard, resistance drops, trust rises. Agreements happen faster. And here's the compounding effect. Better communication improves sales, leadership, marketing, partnerships, everything. But there is one skill that sits above all others, the foundation, the king's skill. The number one skill is problem solving and decision making. This is the highest paid thinking in the marketplace. Every organization has problems, operational problems, revenue problems, leadership problems, efficiency problems. Most people complain about problems. High earners solve them. And solving requires clarity. You must see patterns others miss. You must ask better questions. What's the root cause? What assumption is wrong? What variable are we ignoring? This is strategic thinking. Now let's talk about decision speed. Average performers hesitate. They want certainty. High performers gather data, assess risk, then decide. Imperfect action beats perfect delay because motion creates feedback. Feedback creates refinement. Refinement creates results. And results create income. Here's the hidden truth. Big problems scare most people. That's why they pay well. If a problem costs a company $500,000 a year and you fix it, what are you worth? Exactly. The size of your income often mirrors the size of problems you can handle calmly. Pressure becomes opportunity. Chaos becomes clarity. And when leaders look around during uncertainty, they look for one person, the calm problem solver. Become that person, and your value skyrockets. Now you have depth. Not just 5 skills, but 5 pathways. Each one is powerful. Each one is scalable. Each one is capable of changing your income trajectory in America today. The only question left is, which one will you master? You don't need all 5. You need one. Mastered, obsessed over, practice daily for the next 12 months. Most people consume content, few execute. Be different. Choose your skill. Commit publicly. Invest time every day. 1 hour a day for 1 year. That's 365 focused hours. Most people won't do it. That's why most people stay average. Your income reflects your skill level. Raise the skill. Raise the income. Simple. Not easy, but simple. The marketplace does not reward intention. It rewards value. So decide, who are you becoming? Because your future income is hidden inside the skill you choose next, and the clock is already ticking. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, my friends, because the next will be more powerful.